Hi, this is Milan from Decorative Ceiling Tiles. Today I would like to show you our seamless wall panels, which we are adding to our Alamazon brand. So the benefits of these seamless wall panels are that they in fact are seamless once you install them. They do dampen sound and provide insulation. Another benefit for installers is that they don't have to use many tools. They are lightweight compared to other materials. They are easy to paint and they are beautiful. We are going to be installing these to a wall to show you how easy it is with tools that you most likely already have. Level is one of them to make sure that your tiles are in the right place. And everybody pretty much has a measuring tape to measure out your area, to figure out the size of the tiles, pencil. And here is a caulking gun, which we're gonna use for our glue. The right glue, Acfix Instant Grab number 310 is the glue that you're going to use for your installation. To cut your tiles, you're going to use a long blade razor knife. Make sure it's sharp so you have a nice clean edge. If your line is straight, we use a straight edge. You lay it on a tile, make your cut, and that's it. That's all for the tools. So the first step of installation is to figure out how many tiles you will need. Our tiles are 23.5 inches. We sell them in packs of 12, which covers 48 square feet, which is a standard 6x8 wall. Now you can contact our consultants to help you with layout. Each layout is different and they will be able to help you to figure out the best way to place your product. So let's get started. So we are just doing our starting point here, making sure that everything is level, and then we are going to start gluing our tiles into place. So each tile on the back has an arrow which you want to use to follow the pattern. So all the arrows have to point same direction. Now we're going to start with the glue. The Instant Grab 310 comes with a little nozzle which you have to screw on. But before you do that, cut your opening and then apply the nozzle by screwing it into place. So each tube is roughly for about 4 to 6 tiles, depending on how many you're gonna put. We want to apply the adhesive around the edges to make sure it holds down nice and tight, and your panels are really seamless once you are finished. And we are going to do a cross or other pattern in the middle to assure the middle is also adhered correctly. We are going to go to our starting point and install the first tile into place. So we chose to go from the middle outwards for our particular purpose here. We're going to install 2x4 panels. So our second tile is going into place. Now this is important here. You want to make sure that you are really lined up with the first tile, because this is going to affect how your final product looks like. Softly press your tiles into place. You don't want to damage them. So make sure your tile is also nice and tight, pressed together, so you don't have any gaps between the tiles. Third piece is going into place. Now, just like with the second piece, it's really important that you match the design precisely, because the last tile then we'll go and be touching both tiles, horizontal and vertical. Fourth tile is going into place, and we're making sure that all the edges are lined up. The horizontal part, the vertical part, nice, goes together. No seams, just press it into place real nice. You know, test the bottom part and test the sides. Just really make sure it's lined up with the other two tiles. The nice thing about Instant Grab adhesive is that it holds the tile instantly in place, but you can still move it around. As you can see, this is a really quick installation, and it is DIY. It is not a hard thing to do. You don't need many tools. So we are going to be installing our last two tiles on the top. And once we're done with that, we start caulking the seams. So these tiles are three-dimensional, so You can already see where the light hits the tile, how the light changes, and where you have the shadows, and how it gives a beautiful accent to a wall. If you want to finish off the wall from edge to edge, there's gonna be some measuring and cutting involved. You want to measure the top and the bottom of each individual tile because it is all going to be unique. Alright, so now we're gonna transfer our measurement. This is the side where the tile is going to be touching the other tile. We're making sure that the arrow is pointing up as the rest of the tiles. And now we are going to be transferring the measurement for the top of the tile. Make a mark, then we do it in the bottom. Making another mark. And then we are just going to connect them with our straight edge, lining up the marks, making sure it's exact so that we have no gap on the wall. Then it's important again to have a really sharp blade and a long one as well, just to assure your cut is nice and clean. Now here is a tip. So first score your tile and then go again and again softly until you have a nice and clean cut. You don't want to force it, essentially is what I'm saying. You don't want to force your cut. You want to let the blade do the cutting rather than you forcing it. Now once you've cut your tile, you just want to maybe clean off a little excess, make sure everything is nice, and you want to dry fit it to make sure that it fits into place before you put your glue on. Perfect cut. So now you can add your glue and install your first cut tile. Caulk your seams. We're going to be using water-based caulking. So we're looking at a contrast of a left and right side here. The left is already caulked. As you can see that the seam has disappeared. Now on the right hand side we have a gap that has not been filled yet, and you can still see the dark hairline which we are going to fill in right now so that you can actually see how it goes away. Let the caulk dry for, give it an hour or half an hour. I would say an hour rather. Or follow the instructions on the caulk, and then you can use water-based paint to paint your seamless wall panel to your desired color. You've seen that it's really easy to install our panel. Thanks for watching.
Roommate's Peel and Stick wallpapers are the easiest wallpapers you'll ever hang or remove. Just peel and stick. It removes in full strips, in seconds, leaves no sticky residue behind, and is perfectly safe even for your painted walls. Use Roommate's Peel and Stick wallpaper for tons of decorating projects. Refresh any smooth, flat surface.